Hi, it's Kiefer Lebates here, and Alex Vorbets, no, not Alex Vorbets, Alex Vorobets, sorry about that, Alex, asked me the question, pooltogether.com, is it DeFi or is it NFT? So I didn't know about pooltogether.com, and I quickly checked that I wasn't going to inadvertently get sucked into producing a promotional video for this project, which I just about called a DeFi project, so I almost gave the game away there, and now I have. And looking at it, it's a website and a set of protocols that allow people to deposit their Ethereum or Polygon assets into a contract. The contract then stakes those assets with an interest-bearing DeFi protocol, such as Compound, and the interest is then paid out to the people who staked their initial assets using a lottery. So there's a random number generator behind it, and they use an Oracle random number generator to ensure that it's reliably random. So it's a bit like a sweepstake. It's a bit like a bunch of people in an office all having £10, and they all throw it in a bucket, and then they have a competition. People bet on horses, for example, or whatever, and the winner gets everything in the bucket. Except altogether slightly different. You keep your stake. You're gambling with the interest that your stake would make if you yourself went and put it in one of these interest-bearing DeFi protocols. So I guess in that sense it's a bit more like premium bonds. Those of you in England may know a bit about them. That's the post office basically runs this very scheme, not scheme, that makes it sound like a con, this very thing, so that people can gamble with the interest on their money. I don't know how they're doing now, because I guess the interest rates are very, very low. But anyway, so now that I've talked about it a bit like this, well, that makes it sound very much like a DeFi project. And so I would say it is 99% DeFi. However, the Pool Together people also offer pool builders, so you can build your own sweepstake system if you so desire for whatever token you like. So it's a bit like Uniswap in that sense, that they've made templates available. And one of the things they've offered in the form of templates is sweepstakes for NFTs. So you can put an NFT in a sweepstake account as a prize, and then everybody can chip in their tokens. And to be honest, I haven't checked whether it's the interest that the NFT supplier gets or if it's the whole stake, but you could have either, really. They would both be equally valid games to play. It's just that you're putting more at risk if it's not more than just the interest that you're gambling with. And then a lucky winner is drawn at random, and they get the NFT. And if it's a desirable NFT, then that's great for them. Good for you. So the NFT part is very, very small. It's like a tack-on bit. So to answer your question, Alex, is pooltogether.com DeFi or NFT? It's pretty solidly DeFi. Hope that answers your question, and I'll see you all in the next video soon. Bye for now.